Welcome back to the Steve Champagne Radio Show. Welcome back, I Love Music Army. Welcome back, everybody who commented on that Gene Simmons video I made. And wow, did I get a lot of roasting and toasting of Gene Simmons from you guys in the I Love Music Army about that video. Now, I have some comments about that because I mentioned previously in all of my videos, I read all the comments. I do. I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy hearing what everybody has to say. It's fun. It's interesting. Sometimes very comedical. But I have more questions for everybody who commented, everybody who's a Kiss fan. And that's the key here. Are you a Gene Simmons fan or not? Well, it looked like everybody is not a Gene Simmons fan. But are you a Kiss fan? So it's like, are you a Kiss fan and you don't like Gene Simmons? Okay, are you a Kiss fan and you don't like Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley? Are you just don't like Kiss, period? Or do you, not like either one of them, Gene or Paul, and love Kiss? What are your thoughts on that? That's definitely because I saw many Gene y'all just clobbered him in the comments section out there. I do think Gene Simmons is right to a degree, and here's what I'm going to say here. Did you know that millions of people lost their job because of internet music downloads and getting the music for free? Millions of people. Here's what I mean by that. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a thing and it was a place. It was a magical place. It was called a record store, right? Okay. It was one in every town. Even in small towns, they had record stores. Big towns had 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 of them. All over the United States. Let's just forget globally. Let's just talk about the United States alone here. How many record stores do you think there were in the United States? What, 100,000 record stores? 50,000 record stores? 10,000 record stores? Because every town had one, really, for the most part. And then you had the employees that were running the store, okay? So not only do you have, let's just say there was 50,000 record stores in 50 states combined, okay? Well, how many employees do you think they had there? What, 10? So 10 times 50 is, there you go. That's a lot of people losing their jobs. And then on top of that, the people that were printing the albums or CDs, they lost their jobs because they don't have to print that stuff anymore. So they lost their jobs on top of the record stores losing their jobs. And then on top of that, you had the maintenance people that took care of the buildings, that warehouse the stuff, and maintenance people from the record stores and all that. They lost their jobs, so to speak, or they had to move on. All these people had to move on and find other jobs. But do you miss the record store? Do you miss going down there? And there was always somebody had a song or an album playing, or maybe, record prices were a little steep. If you were on a limited budget like I was back in the day, going to that record store and saying, hey, look, hey, you got this new album by so-and-so? Hey, put it on, man. Let's hear it. And then you start listening to it and you go, yeah, I want to buy that, man. That album's great. Or, nah, it ain't that good. I don't think I want to get it. I'll get the 45 of the song I like. Maybe you did that back in the day. But all these people lost their jobs. And then in the future, what's going to happen with music? So I have to agree with Gene Simmons, although a lot of people didn't. We talked about high concert price tickets versus, buying the records free. Some of you said, yeah, I'd rather pay for the music and have the cheap concerts. I would like to go. I can't afford to go to a concert. And, that's one of the reasons why concert tickets were kind of cheap back in the day. It's because you were buying all those records. You sold those millions and millions and millions of copies a lot of these guys made back in the day. And so concert prices weren't so expensive. It's just sad that I think rock music is on its decline. Rock music is everybody wants to party like a rock star. It was always rock and roll. Even the country people would say, let's rock and roll. And today, what has rock music become? And I don't blame the new guys, to be honest. I don't blame them. First off, how many notes? What do you got? C sharp, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, H sharp, G sharp, A, B flat, B. There's 12 notes. That's all there is. Okay? And how many combinations can you put together where it doesn't sound like somebody else has already done it? And then if it does sound like it, then you're going to get sued by the guys back in the day who've already made that record, so it's very difficult for the new artist to be able to create something that is absolutely totally different and hasn't already been done, because there's only a certain amount of combination of notes that you can put together. But I think those people should be supported, the new artists. They're doing the best that they can under the circumstances. I think that, I understand it may not be as good as the legends, but, one person famously said, the good news about the music business today is anybody can make a record. The bad news about the industry today is anybody can make a record, and nobody really has the courage to tell someone that they stink, that they're not very good. If you're in a band out there, a musician, how many people have ever came up to you and said, you suck, your band sucks? They probably haven't, because nobody wants to call that out. So that means virtually everybody watching this video has the best band ever. You see what I mean? So I'm not knocking anybody's band. I don't know your band. I've never seen or heard your band. I'd love to. But I love getting an honest critique from somebody, and the comment section is where you guys critique me, where you call me out. And hopefully, the people watching this video, when you do call me out, when you do say something negative about something that I had to say, that you understand that I'm just expressing myself like you're expressing yourself, and there's nothing personal in that disagreement. In fact, I learn a lot from the comment section when you guys type in down there about how right or how wrong I am. In fact, I should do a segment, where Steve knew it and where Steve blew it. Maybe I should do that, and that will be maybe a fun little segment. We're going to be doing some live shows now that we have the internet, and I know some people are like, the internet? What do you mean now that you have the internet? Dude, I've had 2 megs of speed for the last 10 years. Just got high-speed internet, the other day. So, this channel's about to take off. It's about to blow up because I've had nothing but internet issues over the last several years. We're not going to carry on, though. I think Gene Simmons was right. I think that the kids today need some support. Barbecue me in the comments if you want to, but that's what I think. Okay? I do. The Steve Champagne Radio Show appreciates you. Join us and our internet musical global family of friends as we talk about all things music and entertainment right here. Right here. We'll be back. We got to pay some bills.